young adults are the most connected generation in history. This is a conversation about discipleship in circles as well as rows. Welcome to our living room.
This is cozy, feels like the perfect place to relax and be with others.
Yeah, and that is exactly what we're talking about in this space.
Well, let me guess, we are in a living room. It's a perfect place for people to be comfortable, to be at ease, to be vulnerable, to form relationships. Are we talking small groups?
Yes, we are. And as we've talked to young adults and church leaders, we found that smaller spaces, smaller than when the church gets together as a whole church family, which is usually on a Sunday, that these small spaces are not just a nice additional extra, but they're absolutely vital in the faith journeys of young adults.
So there is a lot to think about here. So for people in this age group, the weeks can be so busy and they might prevent people from going to midweek meetings. Things like work, church, family commitments, to name a few, are in the mix.
Yeah, and that phrase, "there's a lot to think about," is the one to focus on. It's so easy for us as church leaders to put so much energy and effort into what happens on a Sunday that those smaller spaces can be neglected.
You're right, that's often how we measure success. We talk about and celebrate those who came out on a Sunday.
Yeah, and the Sunday space is really important. But if we're right that relationship is everything for this generation, that they crave community and connection, and that's God's chosen vehicle for discipleship, then the Sunday space is always going to be limited in making that happen.
So are we just talking young adult small groups then?
Well, I think that's a really interesting question. I think ideally not. There's something so powerful about church as an intergenerational space. And the point of this conversation is not just having churches just full of young adults or kind of, a slightly older youth group, but we've observed discipleship at its most effective when there's deep connections between the generations and church facilitates those friendships.
Okay then, let's discuss a few key questions along those lines. As ever, to go deeper or to see case studies, head to the Young Adult Conversation section on the Evangelical Alliance website.